Well, we started good morning, now it's about to be good afternoon, so I'll give it exactly 4 minutes. And let me begin with a salutation to everyone present here, the organizer, esteemed students. Why do we do what we do is perhaps the most important question. And let me share some of my observation as well as some inputs. How can we do it better? अघि हाम्रो पूर्ववक्ता अब श्रद्धेय मित्रहरू सरहरूले भनिसक्नु भएको छ. Nepal has a tremendous potential for tourism, and to see Global College carrying forward this program, BTTM, is indeed a commendable effort that needs to be promoted further. But do we really ask why people travel to Nepal? Agi Emrat Sarle भन्नुभयो security, of course, that is the prerequisite. But there's a saying that people come to Nepal for its mountains and they keep coming back for its people. We cannot undermine this human capacity of tourism industry, which is actually getting more scarce. So this effort to engage, entice, and encourage students like you perhaps is one of the most commendable activities one can do. So I must congratulate everyone involved in that direction. Now, why tourism is important? Not because it is the largest service sector industry or it is the largest employer in the world. 10% job is generated by tourism. It is $7 trillion industry. So we have chosen to be in the right place. But how can we get this right? We have many examples. Had Gautama Buddha or Siddhartha not left Kapil Vastu or his palace, he would not have become Buddha. So travel has impact. That was then 2,500 years ago. But even when you look into the recent past, if Howard Schultz had not traveled to Milan in 1983 as the manager of Starbucks, perhaps Starbucks has not become a multi-billion-dollar company what it is today. When he saw the vibrant culture of coffee in Milan, till that point Starbucks was selling coffee beans and coffee machines, not coffee by cups. And he told his owners that let's sell coffee by cups and create this culture, vibrant culture. They didn't agree. They didn't believe, and he started Il Giornale, his own coffee company, and later it could buy or take over Starbucks. Rest is history. Similarly, John Wood. How many of you have read or heard about leaving Microsoft to change the world? Show of hand? None. I highly recommend you to read this book. Microsoft's marketing director, Asia Pacific, he traveled to Nepal in '98 as a backpacker around Annapurna, and at the end of the trip, it gave a new direction to his life because he saw a school without books, forget library. And when he asked the principal, can I send you a few books? He was more than happy because he wanted to inculcate that reading habit in his students. And that very initiative to send books changed the course of his life because he could not make his boss any richer because Bill Gates was already the richest man on planet, and he decided to make the kids richer. He quit Microsoft. He started an NGO called Room to Read. यही काठमाडौँको चाकोपाटमा सानो अफिस थियो next to my office. And now Room to Read has become a global INGO transforming lives of students, kids, women's or young students, girls' education. So tourism has a huge potential and we are part of this industry, but we have a tremendous responsibility to turn it into a transformational experience. People just don't come here for sightseeing, they come here to life feeling. They want to experience. So this kind of club would give us extra A's, that competitive A's to remain high value destination. It is not the head count. I'm sorry to say, I think our policy makers or tourism board is not around, but we have set the wrong target. It is too low, 2 million. We need to raise beyond $42. When I joined tourism industry 30 years ago, per capita spending was above $100. Now it has slided down to 42. So let's work together, and NSTC can do wonders. I encourage, being charter president of Tourism Toastmasters Club, we need to communicate. What you know is important, but how do you communicate to the world what do you know? Perhaps is more important. And we need to be a great storyteller. Tell the story that can transform lives. But in that process, we also learn to know the basics, the technical competencies, and the ability to deliver. Because people always can find low prices. As Warren Buffett said, price is what you pay and value is what we get. So let's strive to give the value for money, whoever comes to Nepal. So on that note, I congratulate Madan sir for TRTI's commendable work. Professor Hemraj, who inspired us. Of course, Subhash sir, I can't find anyone humbler than him. So on that note, I once again congratulate everyone who is involved in this endeavor, and I wish everyone a great success ahead. On that note, thank you and all the best.
Pankaj sir, actually I don't think he knows, but me being a Fabian tourism entrepreneur, so it's being passed down to my generation, my father, so it's being passed down to me. So Pankaj sir, actually my father was also a German tour leader in Four Seasons Travels and Tours. So right now we have our own company around the Himalayas. Okay. And also other companies. So me being a travel and tour entrepreneur, it's an actually really honor to have you over here. Thank you so much, sir.